At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. What a day. Finally, that friggin' lawsuit from hell that has dragged on for 4 years has come to an end. And what did I do? Went and bought some Pokemon cards. I mean, what the hell else would you do, right? Got a couple tins. Let's go. Got to load up on real world assets. Can't just mess around with this digital stuff. So I personally rotate profits into cardboard. So obviously, I am one of the smartest financial advisors in the world. I am using online crypto, converting it to cardboard, and then putting it in my closet. So let's go. What up, Camo Joe? Papa Panda, good to see you. You rock. Love the vibe. Let's go. Appreciate you. Yeah, Camo Joe. It's been a long time coming, bro. Long time coming, right? We got a little pump, and what's going to happen? We're going to give it all back. I hope not. I hope not. I think a lot of people are going to think they're going to look back on the chart and say, you know what, this is exactly what we did every other time. This time's different, though. This time's different. Where do I store it all, bro? So, fortunate, my collection outgrew my closet, outgrew an entire bedroom, and fortunately, I got a couple family members who let me use their basements. So I got freaking these little tote containers, and they're filled up. But it's years in the making. But honestly, if this bear market keeps going, I'm gonna have to start selling it if this continues. But luckily, a lot of my money's in XRP, but I can't touch it until I'm 59. So Sologenics, Corium, Pulsera, all that's liquid, but my XRP bag, that's in ITRUSTCAPITAL. So who knows? Maybe I, take some profits, pay some taxes, a lot of taxes, but that's near nor there. I don't think we're gonna give it all back. Stellar pumping too, guys. If you don't watch Noti Crypto, give him a follow. He's one of the best out there. He's put out some banger videos about Stellar and Ripple the last couple weeks. Why I like him, and he's also put out a Hedera video talking about how it's bad over there right now. And he has a project he's been developing on Hedera, so he knows the ecosystem. He's been working on Stellar. He knows the ecosystem, so he's there building. It's like if you were to talk to a dev, about Pulse Chain, would you go over to Solana? No, you would come and talk to, the Gray 369, formerly known as TG Zen. Or you talk to someone over here in this ecosystem. And that my man Harley over there on XDC, he's building for he's got a project, and it basically lets you donate to charities. And the money goes directly to them. It's on chain, and that's what XDC is going to be used for. TradFi and financial messaging. It's a specific use case, but for what he wants, that's where he needs to develop. He wouldn't go over to Pulse Chain to build his project. So when Noti, my boy, gives you the facts, he gives it in a position of being on that chain, knowing what he's talking about. And those are the people that I like to follow. And she's so on point, guys. And Stellar is going to be those ones. It's like everyone shits on it now because it's done nothing for so long. Yeah, because they're comparing it to Neo. And they're comparing it to all these shit coins for Polkadot from 2017, EOS, Tezos. Some of them are different, guys. I promise you some are different. And these two are. Love it or hate it. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. He's worse. And I have one of his NFTs. Just I bought one just to support him, and his partner he was working with pretty much screwed him over bad. And he's just a good dude. Like so, I want to support him. So he's unbiased and he tells you great research. But these gamblers they can't listen to it. People can't hear the truth, and that's been something that I didn't understand. It's like, guys, it's so obvious. It's right here. How do you not see that? And people choose to not see that. People will lie to themselves. It's wild. It's all about our supporting good people out here. A low cap like Rio. What's a good goal to have? Well, I mean, everyone's different. If you're like some of the people I work with that are multi millionaires, if they, $1,000 is chump change, so that they buy 10, 25, $50,000 at a time, and they have to go over the counter, or you know, and then somebody that like me, shit, I don't even have 1,500 really, so you know, everyone's different. I could say, oh yeah, it's great to have 2,000, and then Guga's laughing at me like 2,000, try 20, you fucking pleb. So it's different for everybody, and I would look at it like your portfolio. Like what I do is right here's my Stellar portfolio. I have my Lobster wallet. That's where I hold all my Stellar stuff. And in there I have Relio, Stronghold, and Velo, and I have it split up. So a third into each one, and then I have like maybe a couple hundred YBX and a little bit of Phoenix DeFi Hub. But I hold all my majority of my Stellar and ITRUSTCAPITAL. So I'm holding right now the altcoins. Same thing with XRP, like Solo, Corium. But I've been building these for years. These portfolios. So I don't think I think $1,000 typically or whatever is, so if you have, but I don't. That's why I don't like percentages though, bro. Because say you want to buy Relio and Velo and Stronghold, but you only have $100. So to put $25 into 4 different coins, I don't know if that's the move. With $100, I would just buy Velo or something like that. But I think just adding the trust lines for them, the best thing you could do is, if you're new to ecosystem, is download that wallet on Stellar and add the 3 coins you want. Add Velo, add Stronghold, add Relio, and just hold them there. And then if you buy $100 worth, buy 20, keep 25 in Stellar, and then buy 75 in Velo, and then the next time Stronghold, same thing. But I don't like the percentage thing. I think like $1,000 personally, or that's what I try to hold per bag. I used to have a couple hundred, but I noticed that you start spread too thin. You're on ETH, you have a 70% correction. Now your bag's worth 240, and you want to do something else, and it's a $20 fee. It's just not good. So spreading thin is real. No, so XDC Tin Top is its own block. It's a L1. It's its own blockchain. Relio is is the best real world asset play on Stellar right now, because Stellar is built for micropayments. It's going to be for real world assets too, but it's going to be for the institutions. And like when Franklin Templeton brings their, portfolio on chain, that's what Stellar is going to be used for, I think. But Relio is the play over there. And then obviously Stronghold and Velo on Stellar, because that's what Stellar's meant for, is peer-to-peer payments. And that's what these guys do. Let me bring up the favorites here. Velo is taking care of that in Asia. The company that owns Velo, they own every single 7-Eleven over in a corridor in Asia. I think it's over 100 stores, and they're going to put up these little QR code, basically an iPad, and you go to the register, you put your stuff down, they scan it all, and a little iPad pops up with a QR code, and you literally just scan it, and that's Velo. And That's why I'm so bullish on that. It's like the use case is there. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. And just to front run that narrative, we saw how hard it ran when alts moved. So that was kind of like the verification that, yeah, it's the one. And then Stronghold is Stronghold Pay. They're working with IBM. They built IBM's first stablecoin. That was a public-private stablecoin in 2018. And within 6 months, they banned the public from using it. And it became IBM's like private stablecoin that they've been settling God knows how. So IBM could literally have been settling trillions of dollars in Stronghold stablecoin on a private chain, and we would have no clue. So this whole time, IBM could be like, "Oh, we're anti-crypto. Crypto's a scam." Meanwhile, they're settling trillions of dollars with Stronghold stablecoin. That's the stuff we don't know. But the fact that they're using Stronghold, they're out of the United States, they're out of California, and Sean Bennett was the first developer ever at Ripple hired, I think, and Tammy Camp was the first woman ever hired at Ripple. And now that Ripple is the United States government, pretty much, you got to look at it like that. Ripple equals U.S. government. So anything that Ripple spun off and started up, which is Stronghold and a bunch of other projects, Sologenics, Corium, those are the ones that, you know, I think it's too risky not to hold. And yeah, you can look at the charts and say, oh, Corium and Sologenics, they're just down only. Yeah, because that's surface level. You know, the Corium, we've been getting our airdrops for 16 months. Flare, same thing. You know, we get our next flare drop, I think, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. EST. So there's another 3.5% coming to every single person that has their coins delegated. So that it's a long-term play, guys. Crypto, it's not just a get rich overnight thing. It's time, it's years. You know, you can get very rich overnight, but you have to know someone like me, or you had to just get very lucky and buy the right coin that pumps extremely hard and sell it at the right exact time. But that's very hard, especially now with the millions of coins out there, the scams everywhere. It's not the same as it was 4 years ago. How about Qubic? Love it. I love Qubic. It's my most bullish AI play, hands down. You know, if you look into what they're building with AI Garth, their AGI systems, it's next level. And just the founder of Qubic, his first two projects are the first and third most successful ICOs ever. So he knows what he's doing, and they're ahead of schedule. And just the FUD out there. When I see little accounts on Twitter going around that are like sub 30 followers, and they're just bashing Qubic and just fudding it completely, that is so bullish. That means someone is very scared of them. And when you can see, it's like I can see through that FUD immediately. I know what's real and what's not. And when you can identify that and you see that the hate storms out there, it just makes me super bullish. You know, if there's no FUD or people hating a project these days, that's almost a red flag. If no one's paying attention to it, that's what I'd be more worried of. But yeah, Qubic is going to be phenomenal. And I actually bought more of it, 3 days ago. If you guys don't know, Trade Ogre is the place to go. TradeOgre.com. In New York up here, I don't even need a VPN. I don't need anything. Literally a Gmail address and 2-factor, and you're good to go. And I've sent ETH, a bunch of stuff on here, and then swapped it for USDT and bought my Qubic. So super easy place to go. TradeOgre.com. Yeah, there's the plug. That boy, Tin Top. I like it. Yeah. So now is definitely the time. Stronghold is at the complete bottom. And I've been looking because usually in my Lobster wallet, like my Stronghold and Velo, are usually worth the same. Like they're within $100, $200. And now Stronghold is worth almost half of what my Velo bag is. So I was looking at, I bought like another $50 worth or something. But, you know, I don't buy huge bags. I don't, you know, I'm out I put more money into Pokemon cards, honestly, the last 4 months than I have crypto. And I'm glad because it's just you're catching that falling knife right now. And nobody predicted this to go this bad. I thought for sure after we started moving and had the little alt season, we're gonna really start holding the floor. But Bitcoin has just been range bound. And that's the thing that I've kind of feared is BlackRock now controlling these markets and just keeping Bitcoin range bound and just chopping between 60 and 80K and just boring people to death. And that will do it. People won't come flooding in. The attention span won't be there. You bought more. Yeah, that boy, bro. That boy. And I was telling Gugad the other day and Chris that when we first started buying it in like February, March, April, May, when we were DCAing into it, right now, $450 gets you about $2,400 of buying. If you had bought $500 worth in February, March, April, May, whatever those 5 months are, and spent $2,500, and you go right now and spend $450, you will get your entire bag of those 5 buys. It's nuts. So I love it, and it's the one thing that I sold GPU. That's my other. I have some GPU which I have staked, but I bought $300 of it at 4 cents. I bought like 6,200 coins at 4.5 cents, and it was up at $2 or something, 250. So that thing was a home run. It did 70x or something almost. So I sold a little bit of it, like $400 or $500, and put it into Qubic because it was still at 92 cents. It was up. It was like a 24x or something like that. So to roll that into Qubic at the bottom, it just made a ton of sense. But that dry powder too, even. Do you have to hold Flare on a wallet? I have my Flare in decent. Will I still get the air? Do you have it delegated? I have it. I have mine in Bitfrost. And when you have it in there and you wrap it, the delegate button pops right up. And I don't, because a Decent's a hardware wallet. So I don't think you will, bro. You got to download the Bitfrost wallet. It's just as secure as long as you're using it on like it's for mobile and iPad. But so what I do is I went to Walmart and got an old iPhone like 9 or something like that for $99 like a year and a half ago, and I just do my crypto on that phone. So I download the Bitfrost wallet on there, and that's where we all have it. Tin Top's got it staked. He's got his staked on Rabby wallet. Flare's EVM compatible, so there are a lot of. There you go. So Tin Top, are you getting the monthly drops on there? If you are, then you should get it's tomorrow, I believe, is it comes up. But yeah, Bitfrost is the one. Definitely check that out. You're welcome, bro. And it's safe too. You Bitfrost, you get your words, you write it down, whatever. Same thing with Lobster Wallet on Stellar. You can Zaman Wallet for XRP. All of them, you get your seed phrase and you write them down. So to me, those are just as secure as a ledger, because with your ledger, you're writing your seed phrase down, but then you're opening up your computer or you're opening up your phone to use it. So what the hell's the difference if you're just using your phone and you hold your seed phrase to it? You're just using a random app. Like no one, you know what I mean? So I think it's almost the same risk, but yeah, bro, make sure, because there's still like 14 or 15 monthly drops left on for Flare. You awesome, bro. Awesome. Me too. I got that set up and I'm getting them. And that's the thing. You never know. Like you have to be this early to crypto to make huge gains. In Phoenix right now, when it's whatever it was, 15 XLM per coin, when no one knows about it. The amount of building that's happening right now on Stellar, like you can't ignore it. Like the same thing on Pulse Chain with the stable coin narrative and the awesome stuff being built over there. Those same things are being built for different ecosystems in crypto. And Stellar just is for payments like that. XRP and L is going to be for tokenization for the banks, the institutions to bring all their assets on chain. The XRPL is going to be the massive liquidity hub for DeFi for the institutions. And I think Pulse Chain is going to be that DeFi hub of liquidity for regular people. So that's why there's just three ecosystems that have really separated themselves to me for the long term. And I think Pulse Chain, Richard Hart, once this nonsense is over and the public understands who he really is, and they can see that he's one of like the 10 GOATs, the 10 OGs that's been here since day one. Man. So, Pop Panda, you got to go to the Phoenix DeFi Hub. Oh, shit. Nope. It's app.phoenix. You go to the website here. I don't know if they have it anymore, but all right, let me see. Do I have my phone? Yes, I do. So you got to go here and you got to do Wallet Connect. All right, why is it not working? Oh, there it is. Wallet Connect, and then for some reason it just works when I scan the Lobster. Maybe let me actually, you know what? Let me see if they fix this, because before when I did Lobster, it didn't bring up the opening Lobster app. All right, let me see if it worked. All right, no, it didn't. See, that's what I don't understand. Please confirm in the Lobster app. See, this shit doesn't work. I think there's a glitch. I gotta reach out to them. So you got to go to Connect Wallet and then just do Wallet Connect. Come on, there it is. And then in your Lobster wallet, then go and scan that. So once you're connected here, you come to the pools, and then I just did a little bit on here just to show everybody a couple weeks ago. So yeah, the airdrops are done. So it used to say on here, you know, airdrop qualifying, airdrop qualifying, airdrop qualifying. So you had to put money in the pool here in one of these during the time frame that qualified you, and then you know you get, I think, 50% of what you have in there back. I mean, I have a tiny bit in here. I mean, I'm like a complete pleb. So yeah, see, I have $30 in here, and I've gotten, I think, 2 Phoenix back as a reward. So what's that? 40. So I have like 52 coins, so I've gotten like 5% roughly right now. But it's we're early, guys. Like these are it hit me last cycle when I was finally here every day. I was doing research, and I was just so early that I was so focused on XRP and utility and this and that I missed a lot of the altcoins that were the narrative last cycle. The metaverse, you know, NFTs. I was too busy doing my thing and just thought utility was everything, and I wasn't looking around. And this is where, you know, the memes right now, yeah, they had their time. They pumped hard. They're gonna, the best memes are gonna do really well, but it's gonna be short-lived. I want to be in the stuff that's gonna last for the next 5-10 years. Like on Pulse Chain, I want to be in these coins that are paying me back to hold them. Just by holding these coins, I get rewards in deflationary coins. You know, these ecosystems that have been built and set up, all the liquidity pairs. There's so many pairs that the R bots just produce enough volume that it's going to make these coins hyper deflationary. And it's like our retirement packages, if you can understand it. And and everything is moving to DeFi. You know, these are going to be our retirement in the future. Instead of when you go to work your job, have your 401k, these are going to be paying so much more. Everyone's going to just take their money out of those and put them into DeFi hubs and DeFi protocols, and we will become our own banks. And this is what I'm doing. You know, in the bear market, if we get stuff like on Hedera running up in the altcoins, I'm going to take profits into stable coins, and I'm going to pair up my stable coins on Hedera. and earn up to 19% in the USDT, USDC pools, or whatever they are over there on Saucer Swap. There's plenty of ways to earn without taking that much risk. And yeah, I have $30 in here, but who knows? This does a 15x. Now that's $500. And then, say I add a little bit more here in the next month. If Relio or Velo pops off, take a little bit of profits and put it into Phoenix and just slowly add. And if I can add into this and get this up to a couple $100, and then it does a 25x, and now I have $5,000 in here, now we're talking. Now I can let that ride for the next 5-10 years. And what can that turn into? Stellar does 50x. These altcoins underneath it can do 500x. But you have to be in them early when it's uncomfortable, when no one else is talking about it, and you question, man, I'm this narrative, everything, I'm doing the right thing. I'm following the right narratives out here. These protocols are great, but they're not the meme coins. They're not being hyped. They're not being backed by the biggest influencers out there. And that's all right, because the big money is not really here yet. Money's moving around behind the scenes, but everything is happening on these private blockchains. And when they start to happen on the public source, open source public blockchains like Stellar, like Hedera, that's when things are really going to change. And we're like right at that point right now. The Ripple lawsuit is over. We now just need stablecoin regulation, and that's almost here. Exactly, Remus. And exactly. And that's what these companies are doing now. So the last cycle, it was, we need to put a marketing team together. We need to get a white paper. We need to get an influencer to shill it. We need to get a Twitter following. Well, that you could throw all that out the window. Now it's okay. What's the best meme coin on our chain? And the foundations are getting behind them. Avalanche is promoting certain meme coins. Linqto is getting behind certain meme coins like Foxy and Linda, and Coinbase right there. Same thing Base is going to do with Brett probably and Mr. Miggles. Instead of doing all this marketing and all this, they're just going to pump the hell out of the meme coins on each chain. And that's what I've been telling you guys for a while now. Shout out to Chaos Chris. He is the man. So freaking smart. And the move is just to buy the 1 or 2 best meme coins on each chain. You don't have to go crazy on Solana. Oh, let's see. What do I got to buy? These things are going crazy. No, don't even do that. Go to Flare and buy Flare Inu. What I'm doing now is I'm getting my monthly drop and I'm swapping it into the meme coin. So tomorrow I'm going to buy 50% of the 3,000 Flare I get is going to go into Flare Fox, and the other half is going to go into Flare Inu. Because I think at this point of the cycle, the meme coins on each chain are going to outperform. So I'm going to buy, I'm in those meme coins. On Base, I'm in Crash. That's my favorite meme coin over there on Crash. On ETH, I'm in Omakami. Higher on Avalanche, the service coin. This thing is amazing. This thing is going to do so many freaking X's, guys. Like you have no idea. 300K market cap. Like this thing should be a $30 million market cap. And it will be. It will be. There, Linda and Foxy, I have on Linqto. And that's it, guys. Like, that's all you need to do. Andy on Blast, Scrolly, just even Pepe. That's it. Just hold a certain meme on each chain, the best ones, and that's it. And it will do awesome. Yeah, exactly, bro. And God knows he's the meme coin degen. He's the one that showed me the way. Utilities have really been down in the past. You gamble on a business to succeed in the crypto market to keep them solvent. Exactly, Tin Top. But that's why you got me here. And I do the research. I talk to people in the industry. I follow the projects. I'm in the telegrams. I talk to the teams, and I know who's building and who is full of shit. And that's why, we're so bullish on the same. Like, I haven't flip-flopped at all on my coins I'm most bullish on. We've added 1 or 2 here or there, but I got out of Decentraland. I got to get that out of here. That's in my IRA. It's not even in my but I consolidated into Sandbox. But, I'll add a coin here or there. And now Alliance Block just got hacked again, guys. Like, this is bad. Like, this is the second time. They're NXRA because ALBT got hacked. This is bad. So I'm in a hold right now. I mean, I have 4,000 coins. So what the hell's that worth right now at 3 cents? $130. Like, at this point, I'm not selling it. Like, it just sucks. But this is the risk you take. This was one of the more degen plays in the real world asset utility space. But from like Polytrade is an absolute gem. Clearpool, Veracity, Stronghold, Axelar, LCX, Propi. Like Casper, that's same thing. Like Casper is they just allegedly got hacked, but I think Casper will be all right. They have too good a technology. But that's the thing, though. You can have the best tech, but it's all who you know. And if their CEO, I forget her name, the Indian lady, if people don't like her or she rubs people the wrong way, they won't work with her. So Casper won't get anywhere. So I don't know on the back end enough about it, but I only bought $500 of it in the bear market, and I'm up like 3,000 coins. I don't know what the dollar value is on 11,000 coins. Probably $100 too, but it is what it is. Algorand has decentralized finance you can borrow. There we go. I like it. I have out my bag Algorand long term, but I just had nothing. What has been going on? We bought the decks on there. Guga, I sent him some money to get the decks, Goba or Boba or something over there. But I haven't heard anything from them at all. But that's all right. Like I bought the decks over there on Algorand. I have a bag of it, and it is what it is. You make your bets and you move on, and you got to just, that's how crypto is. You can't live in the past and just hyper focus on things you did before. On to the next. You got your bag, on to the next, on to the next. So, yeah, guys, Nexera got hacked. We saw that. And they're moving it to Binance. Like, this just shows, when we were talking about the Solana scam, how bad Binance is too, that 80% of their transactions are just wash trading. So Binance is obviously for where bad things happen, where people make money disappear, go for scams. Like, I haven't heard any great projects building on Binance. Like, I get coins because there's liquidity over there and it's cheaper to swap. But yeah, this is bad. Light. Hold on, guys. So hold on one second. Oh, there we go. Man, they're coming for the light just completely went out. That's crazy. But yeah, Paris too, guys. They're getting hacked now too. Cyber attacks. I wonder why. Someone watched the opening ceremony and was appalled, and we're like, okay, yep, this is what you're pulling for the opening ceremony. Doop. Cyber attack initiated. But guys, the ransom to be paid in crypto. Why wouldn't they use cash? Doesn't make sense. Why would you threaten them and say, send me Bitcoin or whatever, which can be tracked? Like, these have to be the dumbest hackers ever. It's unknown which coins they've been demanded payment in. Oh, immediately if they said anything but Monero, this is all bullshit, guys. And like, we proved how it's the Russian hackers, some article a couple of years ago, we literally went through it and proved how it was complete bullshit. So I don't believe any of these things here. Because after 2012, with the Smith Mundak and the media now being able to report on Hollywood-like events, like all of this, take it with 10 grains of salt. But this I know for sure. The SEC asked for $2 billion and they got $125 million, 94% less. It's game time, guys. And for all of you in here that got into Ripple stock on Linqto when they had that special, I think it was like $40 a share or something back then. Well, Ripple just bought some back at $61.50. And from sources I talked to in the industry, companies that are going to go public, they are not going to buy. They are not going to buy stuff back unless they are thinking of or knowing of launching at least 10x the price. So Ripple is going to launch at $589, and all you guys that bought some, I think you got like 10% free or something with the link $2, whatever it was. Guys, there's a good chance Ripple stock outperforms XRP. And people are going to be really mad because it's going to take a little bit of time. Ripple XRP's price isn't going to move until there's liquidity on chain, until these assets are brought on chain. Then it's going to move. So people might get frustrated when they see Ripple's stock at $590 and moving up and XRP sitting at $3. But I think they're going to do that on purpose and just further shake people out. And then when it's going to move so fast, guys. But it's a great time to be alive. Stablecoin regulation is here. It's on the doorsteps. 4 is the new blue chip meme on Binance. Interesting. Exactly, Tintop. And the one thing too is, where are they out of? Or where are all of their ties? You know, what college? And when you look at that, it's like, okay. And Gary giggling about Silvio and Uber running on it, like, yes. And then I see the United Nations is using them for 170 countries. It's like, it's so obvious. BioFi moved to Binance. Yep, that's true. Yep. But they were on Avalanche though, bro. And Avalanche, like, it's just not the place. Because BioFi's in Africa, where they're working with the cell phones down there. So that was a smart move. But, you know, those are like, you know, these are altcoins I'm the most bullish on, but I'm the most bullish because it's the most potential, the most gain coming. Guys, Ripple is $1,000 stock. I know Google, he's probably working or something, so I'm busting his balls because he don't know the difference between Ripple and XRP. But that's why I had to. That's what made me leave the XRP army in like 2020, 2021. Once we bought the stock back then on Linqto, once I started learning the difference between Ripple and XRP, and all these people in the spaces and everywhere were so bullish when the switch was going to get flipped, and everything they were talking about was a reason why the stock is going to pump, not XRP. So it just drove me crazy. I just kept going to these spaces. I'm like, you idiots not understand everything you just said are catalysts for the stock to pump. They have nothing to do with XRP, the coin. And it was just people, like I said earlier, people don't want to hear the truth. They believe what they want. And if the truth is right in front of them, they will purposely ignore it. It's bizarre. Remus, I disagree a little bit. You're right, but I think you're more talking about Flare, because the XRP ledger is going to be the super DEX. If you go and watch some of Mickey B. Fresh's videos, he is so good at putting out 40-minute videos explaining how stuff's going to work. But XRP, it's going to be, yeah, we can become liquidity providers there, but we are never going to move the price or anything. When the institutions come and they bring billions on chain and trillions, like ArcX, company like that, they're tokenizing a bunch of funds and they move them on chain, trillions of dollars over the next 5 years. They're the ones that are going to, move the price. Us retail, we bring in $200 million for liquidity. Well, that's, a portion of one fund from ArcX. So I think the XRP ledger is going to be more for institutions, and Flare is going to be where we go and provide liquidity, because it's just more suitable. And when stocks are tokenized and brought on chain, and you can bring your Ripple stock or your Tesla stock or tokenized gold over to Flare and pair it up with XRP or XLM or Bitcoin, that's what Flare is going to be awesome for. And I can't wait to do stuff like that. And I think retail is going to go over to Flare. But I think you're right. But I hope the XRP ledger is that spot for retail. I just think it's more designed for the institutions, but we're going to be able to all use it together. And that's the cool thing. Appreciate you hoping for all of us. Anytime, Papa Panda. We're all going to make it. If you're here now, and like this is why I'm blessed that I'm shadow banned. I'm not allowed monetization because I don't get any of the bot trolls. I don't get any of the negative trolls that just come in and just ruin the stream and just say stupid things, and it just takes away from it. I did see that the DMV, and because I think the DMV used to be using Tezos or something over there. Now they're going to Avalanche. That's awesome. And I know we don't have to worry because South Korea, they love Avalanche over there for gaming. And I have a decent bag of Avalanche and ITRUSTCAPITAL and hires over there. So AVAX will do all right. 3 top 4 XRP, Velo, and Stronghold. Yeah. Pulse Chain is in there. Qubic is in there. I mean, there's pretty much everything I own. But like Gala, Matic, Chili's, they're in ITRUSTCAPITAL, so I should almost like take these out of here because I don't want people thinking I hold Matic like liquid this cycle, because holding that I just think would be a mistake, because these coins, like, there's only 20 coins on the site, so it's a very limited selection. I can't move it. I can't do anything with it. I can't go to Uniswap and trade. So it's more of like Cardano. I actually sold out of. I'm out of all Cardano. I just don't see how retail is going to be obsessed with it. But yes, you're right. When watching Corium and Sologenic, I bought them both. Awesome, bro. And when you bought them, like, what was the downside risk? At the last year of Sologenics, it ran up last December to 18 cents. So even if you bought the absolute top, you're down 40% right now. And if you would kind of DCA'd and got in anywhere from like 12 cents all the way down to 10-ish, 9 cents, like, guys, this thing ran up so hard. This was at $6 last cycle. That's how fast this can move up. And it's going to go back up there. This thing is deflationary. This is the best DEX on the XRP ledger. People are just sleeping on it. And Corium, what they're doing for enterprises, like we couldn't go to the launch party. So a couple of our friends in the Pulse community got to go. And guys, like, Corium is the real deal. And it's not just like these projects that are all promises. They're actually building. And this is crypto. You need to get in. You need to be the 1% that when you go and you tell all your friends or people in crypto that you own Sologenics, 99% of them laugh at you and tell you you're stupid and why would you ever hold that? That's what that's when you're like, okay, good. That's when I'm in. When you go, oh yeah, this coin bonk or dog with hat's the greatest meme. All the money's already been made. Sologenics still has the money to be made. Corium has all the upside in the world. And if you staked your Corium, Remus, now, if you did it early enough, you are getting your Pulsera airdrop, which is a DEX over there. So, Corium and Sologenic were free for airdrops for me from holding XRP. So, and Flare was too, and Songbird. So I have like 6 coins or 7 coins now just from holding XRP. So like the amount of building that these blockchains are doing, like they're designed and they're built for a specific reason. They're not just launching these other projects to just spread money around, dilute money, just extract value, spread it around. They're building these communities and these projects for specific reasons that have utility and a future in front of them. My wife heard you say Qubic is going to burn a bunch of their supply, and that was exactly what was holding us back, was the supply. Pop Panda, exactly. So with Qubic, I hope that they don't change. I mean, okay, this is going to sound bad for like someone like you, right? Where you went to CoinMarketCap and you look and you're like, Qubic, okay, I've heard about it. Wait, what? 100 trillion is out, and there's a quadrillion coins total. So there's 90% left coming on the market. Oh my God, it's just going to be a dump fest. You know, oh my God, who would ever buy this? And then the market cap too, 156 million. Well, guess what, guys? This max supply, they just had a community vote, and the max supply is now 200 trillion. So that's 80% less. So the max supply is 200. So now the total supply, almost 54% is out. So that drops the market cap immediately to like 40 million, something like that. And yeah, and you're exactly right. So when Qubic, it's kind of like Tau. If you guys know about Tau, they have a bunch of different projects that tap into it and build with their technology, basically build off of them. Well, with Qubic, when projects come and they launch on Qubic, they burn a shitload of the supply. So that's why the supply was so crazy with inflating, deflating. People didn't know what was going on, and it was almost impossible to track. Well, now they just launched staking where people are going to lock up a bunch of coins, and it's a year-long lock, or else you get penalized for unstaking. So that's going to take a good amount off the market. And then, so what I was saying is, I hope this doesn't change right here for a couple months. I hope CoinMarketCap doesn't fix this. So people, when they come here on the surface, they just say, oh man, yep, this coin's going to inflate to hell, all hell. It's a VC pump and dump where they're going to just drop 90% on the market and dump on everyone. Nope, I'm out. When that is the polar opposite of actually what's going on, and how wrong, and how when you rely on something like this, just one simple CoinMarketCap fact, it can be so deceiving. Because if you just go to their Twitter page and you come down a little bit, all right, where was it? All right, I don't know where it was, but it was the announcement of them only going to have 200 billion as the supply. Great CryptoScape. This is a great follow. He's got some good videos on YouTube, a good channel. So for Qubic Alpha, definitely follow the Great CryptoScape. He's really good. He's got some really good videos. Good alpha. But yeah, proof of useful work. I love it. And like, guys, just think of like all of the electricity that Bitcoin wastes. Imagine if that electricity and that power was now given to Qubic, where they could train their AI models and pay people for that. Like, guys, and Qubic is already the 4th biggest supercomputer in the world. So this was a really cool post here talking about some potentials for where they can get in the future. And he's saying if it plays out terribly, opinion 1, Qubic will get to a 500 million to 5 billion. Scenario 2, 5 billion to 100 billion. Scenario 3, 30 billion to 500 billion. And scenario 4 is 1 trillion plus, a 5% probability of getting to $1 trillion. Like, guys, $1 trillion, and from a $40 million market cap, that's like a 25,000x or something like that. It's insane. But guys, you got to dream big, and you got to be in early when everyone's funded it on there. No one knows what it is. All the information is wrong across the mainstream. Influencers are funding it because they come and take 2 seconds and they look at this and say, oh, nope, inflation coin, I'm out, scam. And those are the little opportunities that you need to take advantage of, because there's so many coins out here and so many of them. Now what's different too is in 2021, all these VC coins weren't out here. They saw the madness of Doge and SHIB, and everybody said, holy shit, we need to launch a chain. So all these L2s started launching, and like Optimism and Arbitrum. How many meme coins are over there? Like, who's using them? I haven't heard anyone ever talk about those blockchains. And they put a ton of money behind them. So they need to sell those coins to get that money back. And they're going to. And that's where this cycle, There's so many blockchains out there competing for those X's that are going to just slowly extract value when coins just hit the market, hit the market, hit the market, hit the market. No, bro, Relio, Qubic is way better. Relio, bro, we got into last summer, bro, at like 8 cents. So Relio already went up a lot. It's the best real world asset play on Stellar, but I wouldn't even compare it to Qubic. I think Qubic is in a whole nother league. Relio is one of the in the top tier of real world asset plays with Clearpool, with I would say Ondo, I would say Jasmy, I would say Flare, I'd say LCX, Polytrade. It's in those right there. I wouldn't just say Relio is one of the top 2 best plays out there, but it's definitely a good play, and it's at like a $40 million market cap. So if you're not in it now and you want a real world asset play on Stellar that's got a good chance of building and being around in the future, not just like, okay, I got to make a 50x, get out immediately because it's going to zero. Like, I don't shill those type of coins. I don't like that. I want coins that are going to be here in the future. And I want to hear people, and I want coins that people say, yep, you know what? I bought them early when you told me to, and I didn't take profits early. Yeah, I cost myself a lot of money, but holding on to them, now they're up 50x from where they were back then. And those are the coins that keep building lower floors as they get older, as they get more valuable. Then you can start, the dips don't matter. Once you buy Solo for 10 cents and it goes to $10 and it retraces 50% to $5, you're still up 50x. You don't care at that point. What would you go with for you then? I have a bit of, would you go with, yeah, bro. Qubic is, I think, the most bullish AI play. So my AI coins, I own GPU, which is complete. It's a shit coin. It's all just vaporware who's got NVIDIA on the website. But I'm up so much, and I got in at 4 cents, so it's just all profit. I'm gonna get out at next pump. But I'm in Layer AI, which they're struggling. I wouldn't get into that. I'm in XNA, which is also on Trade Ogre, and AI Power Grid. There's a couple AI coins, so I put like $250 into each of those. But Qubic by far, and then OXO I think is a good play. ORAI is a good play, but they're just not on the level of Qubic. Like I want my Qubic, and then I want the best ones. I don't know about PAL or and I did get Neural. It's not in here. It's like $3 or $4 a coin. And then Spectre, but that's not on here either. I love Spec. Oh, it is. All right, good. Spectre. I'm bullish as hell on this one too. It's basically like a Telegram bot that's an AI that helps you trade. It's at $1.29. And I like the smaller market caps because the gains haven't been made. It's great. Coins that have pumped 100x, but what's the upside from there? Like Caspa, yeah. Caspa being mined by Marathon, BlackRock owns them, but do you want to get into Caspa right now? Like, what's the upside at 10 cents? The number 22 coin, 15 cents now. Holy shit. I remember this at like 0.000 fractions, so wow. All right. So this goes to 50 billion and goes to like $2. So it 10x's from here. Like, there's no upside. That same amount of money, if you put that 500 or $1,000 into Qubic at a $40 million market cap and it goes to 5 billion, guys, that's like 125x or something like that. That's that's the gains you want. So that's why I'm just so bullish on Qubic, because who's talking about it? All the other coins have been shilled. Spectre has a tiny market cap, so that could do good. Neural, a lot of people have talked about, but the AI is gambling. It's risky. I think Jasmy is a must-have, but it's already at $1 billion. Like, we were buying this at 0.004. So it's still up like 5.5x right now, even after this nasty dip. So it's just, I think it's more about your entry point. Like if you sacrifice the strength of a coin at this point right now at the bottom, you want to go with the stuff that is going to make you the most money, unless it's a long-term hold, which, you have to be in a really good position to be able to sacrifice those short-term gains. Where you could say, all right, I'm going to buy this coin and hold it for 5 to 8 years. I'm not going to sell it this cycle, even though I'm going to lose 60% over the next 2 years. I don't care. This is a long-term play. But everyone's different, And guys, we got huge news. The Trump sons are going to do something with DeFi. And next week, too, Trump is meeting with Elon, I think. So, guys, there's going to be some massive crypto stuff coming out. Robinhood's Q2 crypto revenue is up 161% as volume hits 25 billion. I think the pump is inevitable. Something's going to break here. We either need oil to move up. That starts pumping. Japan is screwed. Then the treasury liquidation happens around the world. And that's when I think Ripple steps in and saves the day, or the U.S. cuts. One or two things are gonna happen. But keep an eye out for those. I think oil, though, that's going to be the thing that breaks Japan and forces a lot of stuff, because Yoshitaka Kitao from SBI Holdings already came out and said every bank is going to be using Ripple by 2025 in Japan. So they're already telling us what's going to happen. So why not front run it and make our money? And then from there, we don't ever have to be stressed out about this stuff. Our families will be set. We can start farming, creating our own communities, and then we're not reliant on the system. All these fears and what if, they slowly start becoming irrelevant. I always say to people, okay, if that fear you just told me, go talk to someone in the Amish community. It's ask them if they have that same fear. And 99% of the time, it's holy shit, I never thought about that. I know, and no, they would not. They would never even think about that. How, bro? Because that's how it is, bro. The mainstream is a cabal. I did a video a couple nights ago talking about crypto, showing crypto banter, and showing BitBoy, him revealing the entire industry in crypto of how blatant scams and how blatant of fraudster these people are. Zach XBT is a money launderer, allegedly. Like, all the people who are supposed to be the good guys and stuff are all scammers. And watch those couple streams from last week. They were good. So what you're saying is don't look for a seconds, just double down on Qubic. Already have other things, looking for some home runs. Yeah, bro. Yeah, well, don't go looking for any other AI plays until you have your bag of Qubic set. Like, I'm trying to get to 1 billion coins. That's going to be like $1,000 right now, maybe. No, $2,000, around $2,000 or something like that. $1,500 for 1 billion coins. That's my goal. 40% of the way there. I probably not going to get there, but hey, you never know. It's good to set goals high. And yeah, bro, until you hit your goal with Qubic, then I wouldn't go and diversify. I owned all those AI plays, OXO, ORAI, Spectre. No, Spectre I bought with GPU, but I bought those other ones last year in October before I even heard about Qubic. I didn't find out about Qubic until February like 15th, around Valentine's Day this year. So it was like almost 6 months after I bought 5 or 6 AI plays that I even heard about Qubic, or I would have unloaded on it the second I heard about it. But, that's how crypto is. And I'd rather be a little bit late and still be early when no one's talking about it. All you see is FUD. And people, when I go into like TA guys or whatever, or people say, hey, drop a coin in there. I put Qubic in, and everybody so far has said, shit coin, stay away. It looks like it's going to just be inflating on the market. So when I see that, I'm like, okay, this is really bullish, because most people aren't seeing this right now. They think they're looking on the surface. They're not taking the time. And once they start taking the time, once that supply gets adjusted to 200 trillion on coin market cap, that's going to make all the difference in the world. That immediately changes people's perspective and say, oh, it goes from inflation coin to, oh, potential buy immediately. Oh, that looks good. And that's when the hype starts to come. So we front ran it all, guys. And you want it to be footed like this. I'll tell you the truth. If it's a bad project, there's any red flags, I'll tell you. And there's nothing. I mean, everything in crypto is a gamble, you know? So, dude, why Qubic? Just heard about it. Well, go follow the Great Crypto Escape on Twitter. He's got some good video. Oh shit, let me add it up here. He's got some great videos on YouTube about Qubic, about AI Garth, the model that they're building, and the founder. He is the founder of the #1 and #3 most profitable pre-sales launches in history in NXT and IOTA. They were #1 and 3. So this is his third project. The third one's the charm. And if he's done #1 and 3, you know, he'll probably have a 1-1-3 or a 1-2-3 for his 3 projects. And he's just connected. He's smart as hell. Sergey Ivancheglo. But yeah, go follow Crypto Great Escape and watch some of his YouTube videos right here, and you will learn a lot about Qubic. But yeah, bro, it's an AI play, and it's just one of the best out there. I'm the most bullish on it. It's got the most upside. It's down now 90% from when I first started buying in. So $400 right now gets you $2,000 worth from where I bought and started DCAing in February. So it's just got all the upside. And yeah, I want all you guys to win. So yeah, you got questions, you got concerns, you heard some shit about your project or something you like, ask me, guys. I'm here to help. And that's the worst thing is you heard it, you were looking at a project, but then you went and you checked somewhere and someone fudded it, or you saw something that made you hesitate and not get it. And then 6 months later, it 100x'd. And those are the things that are devastating in crypto. So smash that like button, guys. I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow night. We just won. XRP is now free. I'm curious to see how the mainstream narrative starts to shift in crypto now. Or are they going to double down with still, oh no, he's going to appeal it. It's going to go to the Supreme Court. It's going to keep dragging out. No, it's going to get appealed. So if they keep this nonsense up, it might be a little while, but it's inevitable. It's coming, guys. And the longer these things stay suppressed, the more opportunity we have to accumulate them. And then when we see just the mass appreciation, we can kick back, put these things to work in liquidity pools, start earning 10% a year on your $1 million. And now you're good to go. So why did Render go to Sol? Why did Render's not on Sol? Render's on ETH. I meant to ask you, made great points about Sol. So I never heard that, bro. I never heard Render went to Sol. Render is, I'm almost positive, on ETH. I mean, they could be, but I know they're working with like Helium and they were working with Solana. They're part, really. They just migrated over. Wow, I did not know that, bro. That sucks. See, that makes me very happy. I sold a little bit of my Render. I sold like 50 of them or something at $14. Upgrade to Solana. Wow, no way. Upgrade, holy shit. Wow, good looking, bro. I didn't know about this. I'm just holding them in there. I don't even have a Solana wallet. God damn. You know what? I'm going to just sell my Render. I'm about to think about this. What's a bit? I'm just curious. Oh man, I don't like that at all. Yeah, Julian. That's the thing, bro. If you were watching this channel in November 2022 when it was under $11, I told everybody, guys, buy it. I just bought a couple hundred. Buy right now, and I got laughed at. by everybody. Everyone was laughing at me. I was showing Solana. But that's how you know it's an opportunity. And yeah, bro, I'm gonna probably sell all my render and just put it into Ondo because BlackRock is Ondo. It's 100% a done deal. And render moving to Solana out of just principle. After I put that video out a couple days ago, I feel like I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I was like, "Oh yeah, I did it. I migrated it right over, and now I'm holding it in my Solana wallet with nothing else because I had to just start my first Solana wallet. I don't have a Phantom wallet. Lindsay made one, but I never did it. So I sold my Solana at $206, and ITRUSTCAPITAL put it all into XRP. But yeah, bro, I'm curious too. I'm gonna look into that. And I'm really considering now putting my render all into Ondo. I just think that's a better play. And two, the render's market cap's a couple billion. Ondo's is like maybe one, so it's half the market cap. Twice the upside. So that's all I got, guys. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. If you haven't, smash that like button. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace, guys. Appreciate all you in the chat. It's nice to not have one troll. I have smart people in here having a good conversation. We all grow. We all learn from each other. And your network truly is your net worth. I 100% am a big believer of that. So see you guys.